Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3, and where we left off we were playing in the mighty UK campaign. So time has moved forward a little bit. I did play a little bit further ahead. We're still holding this line here, and I've positioned units just in case the Italian Republic starts an argy-bargy with us. Now, all things considered, everything is going relatively well in this campaign, and I think our policy of pinpricks against Germany is starting to take effect. So we're still making progress in the far north. Nothing outstanding, but just slow but steady progress. They're really trying to push us back here in the Battle of Paulanka. The Battle of Hadas Yarvi looks like it's going our way, but I need to keep an eye on that one. And is there anything else really to report? No, we've managed to encircle these Finnish divisions here, because these ones can't escape because there's no infrastructure around them. This was their supply road, and I cut it off pretty easily. So I'm quite happy with that. That is a bit of good news, and in fact I'm going to use the 4th Division there to attack, because it looks like we might actually break through. Oh, and we sank another sub, thank the fucking gods. Yes. Now, the reason I've started recording now is because there are several invasions happening of Borneo. So we have an invasion here. It looks like we're going to turn back. We've got some invasions here that we look like we're going to turn back. We've got some invasions here, but I'm just going to quickly move this unit back. But it looks like we're going to sort of handle these relatively well. If they run out of supply, we can just take them out at our leisure. So it looks like my defensive Borneo strategy is going relatively well, but I'm going to start playing from here. We're not doing so well in the Malay Peninsula. We're struggling a little bit. So I've decided to start trying to move up some extra reinforcements to see if that helps turn the tide. And I had to pull back a little bit here for similar reasons. In fact, you know what, I'm going to put that on ×4 speed, just so things move along a little bit quicker. Now, the UK campaign is doing a lot better than the ruddy Russian campaign, where I'm being forced back like no one's business. It's a ruddy nightmare, that campaign. Right, Iraq is happening. Just the sound of my girlfriend coming through the door. Okay, but the really good news is that the Soviets are pushing back against Germany here. At least they look like they are. They've made a better land connection with Kursk, which they did manage to hold. And I think they're pushing back in front of Moscow / in the north here. It seems like diverting troops away seems to be working. Relatively. I just wish we could push the Italians out of, push out from here, to be honest. Although the Americans are sending troops, finally. They don't seem to be able to cross in Sicily. For whatever reason. That was weird. Okay, and we've got both of our recruitment techs, so let's do those. I am going on a major run of trying to influence nations. So I have 20 into diplomacy at the moment, because I'm trying to get all of the nations to join us. Right, so that should be some extra units. Yeah, that's another Indian infantry division. Let's send them here. And then African units. It's another Dubats unit. Let's, we'll just leave that there. An African rifle. And you know what? They might be useful elsewhere, to be honest, but it still annoys me that we lost Ethiopia because of the in-game event. It's rather irritating. Oh, there's a Dutch partisan unit that's risen up there. That's good. So we won the Battle of Bantabang. Ah, yes, the Indian Armoured Division. That won that. Move like that. I'm going to counter-attack. Very good. Let's keep the pressure up. Because ideally, I would like to hold the river line here. You know, these 3 provinces here, I think. Oh, there's a load of supply text, so that's good. And we'll get advanced resource substitution and isotope separation. Short barrel HE guns. Ideally, I want to push out, but I just don't have the organisation to do that at the moment. Okay, so is there no infrastructure here? That's what I need to see, because we know there's no infrastructure there. So we might be able to move you south. And you might be able to move south as well. Won the Battle of Krakow. Oh look, that province is called Sarah Palin. Well, I know it's not actually like that, but it just looks like it. But I've been watching the dev diary for the new DLC for Hearts of Iron 4. I actually pre-ordered the game years ago, so all of the DLC I get it for free because I bought, I think, is it the season pass or something? So that's quite good. So I do keep up with the DLC, even though I don't play Hearts of Iron 4 very much. But I might give it a go in this upcoming DLC. Maybe I'll do a new series when it comes out. Let me know if you want me to play Hearts of Iron 4. I'm not sure how everyone feels about that, to be honest, but it might be quite fun. There's a lot of Italian and German divisions down here that they can't use against the Russians. West Borneo group shattered. No. We've lost the battle of something or other. Oh no, we lost that province. Okay. But we've won here. So the question is, when will they run out of supply? How long will that take? Judging by the fact they've stopped, I would say pretty soonish. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to follow these guys around and make sure that they can't capitalise on any of this. I think we've beaten them back, to be honest. There's no real strategic value in taking that, so you know what? We're just going to go all in. Don't think a militia unit somehow is going to handle an infantry division like a proper division. We are starting to see reinforcements from the Japanese, but not huge amounts. I was expecting more. But if we can deny them resources for as long as possible... I think they've probably realised they're going to need to do a lot more than what they're doing in order to take us out. Okay, let's take that medium velocity gun and then we can get high density alloys. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the invasion of Borneo. And what looks like my relatively good defensive idea. Looks like it's working. Artillery brigades. That's the 1944 tech, so that we don't need to be doing that at the moment. So let's do the high density alloys, and then we can get a load of tank techs up and running, which is really good. That's a real positive. Right, they've lost another submarine. That's good. And speaking of which, we've got another load of ships that we can start dedicating to anti-submarine warfare. Let's do it. Including some carriers. A couple of new carriers. Heavy AA guns. And anti-personnel defenses. Ooh. Gonna get some more infantry online pretty soonish. And as long as we mop up behind them, they're effectively trapped them from the Japanese army. Oh, and we managed to destroy another sub. This is crazy. We haven't destroyed this many subs in the whole game. Handling subs has been like the worst part of this campaign. You know what? I'm going to block them just to make sure that they don't, you know, try anything foolish. And we'll get a further airfield as well, which is good. But we're not close to capturing Saigon. I think we need more units if we're to do that. But so far, the Burma campaign has been much better than I expected it to be. It looks like we can counterattack. Go. We just lost the battle. Was it the one that I didn't want to lose? We lost the battle there as well. No, I'm going to fall back here. I think encirclement's a bit of a bitch. Right, infantry anti-tank. Ah, rocket-propelled anti-tank weapons. That's a really good tech. It's always worth getting because it just adds a load of hard attack to all your infantry units. Makes them much stronger. And on the diplomatic front, how are we doing? Ireland is a fair distance away from us, but not too far. Republican Spain isn't too far away from us. Republican Spain might be a good way to get into Europe, you know. It might be enough to cause the Germans to actually have to just full-on retreat. We do have a load of Marines just waiting, really. Would a corps of Marines landed at Livorno really do enough to dislodge all of these German troops? I don't think so. Oh! And we're being attacked in Orta again. This time by 10 units to our 7. Neil Ritchie's in command. Got the straight effect. They move quite slowly, but you move even slower. Looks like 5 divisions might be enough to push up, you know. Right, we just got and lost the effect of that straight simultaneously. This battle's still ongoing. Right, they have bisected the country. How's their supply? Oh, good. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to move you guys back, like so. Right, basic education advancement 1945. And we can get the special forces branch upgrades as well soonish. Move up these tank divisions. Nothing really, just army groups that we've managed to catch and kill. The thing is, we're still facing fuck all resistance. And because of that, it makes me want to push even more. Because there's almost another pre-built choke point here. Again, there's a lot of units making their way towards us. we are recovering all of our organisation all along here. So that's very good. And speaking of which, Afghanistan isn't actually with us, is it? Yeah, it's drifting towards the Axis, even though it is being influenced to avoid them. We're not controlling provinces that are cause of Turkey. What are you talking about? Like where? Oh, piss off. Turkey wants these 3 regions for some weird reason. Oh, seriously? There's nothing in them. Oh, bollocks. We've got Chile coming towards us, Bolivia. We want all of South America to join us in our Holy Crusade. Speaking of which, all these nations have. Oh, nice. We're getting, like, all of the little countries in. You in the Allies? Yeah. So, like, all of these countries have joined. It's just Colombia as well. Everyone's going to be a part of our mighty crusade. Beating back the landings. Going to launch the attack, I think, there. Let's see if we can circle them. In principle, I think we can, you know. Right, and let's check up on how the Soviets are doing. Looks like the Germans are pushing a little bit here. But it looks like the Soviets doing a very good job of keeping them in check everywhere else. Be there soon. What's that? Yep, so 10 o'clock. Right, and that's the last of the rebellions by the looks of it. And our Indian infantry divisions are very nearly there. Support attack with these divisions, and then push up with them as well. Yep, so there's no infrastructure there really either. Okay. So if that's the case, is there a chance to cut this line here? I would say there probably is. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Just lost the Battle of Ulu, apparently. Looks like we're being turned back by some German divisions. Are we giving a bit of breathing room now to the Soviets to try and take back some of their land? I think we are, by the looks of it. Because it looks like they're moving back to try and take Murmansk. Which really would be good. If they just keep counterattacking. Looks like we've managed to win with both of these units. That is good. Let's support attack like so. Push them out of there. Looks like we're sinking some more submarines. Catching them. Advanced tank optics is well worth getting. That is for sure. Oh, and they forced us back. That's a bit of a pain. I don't get that. I don't really understand how they forced us back there, but it looks like Japan is master of the interior. Good on them. As far as I'm concerned, they control all the jungle. They can have all the jungle if they want it. It's very low infrastructure in the jungle, and there is nothing there. All the good stuff is in the north of the country. You, I don't like, on the other hand. This looks like a proper unit. Okay, so that's a 44 tech. Improved security units is a 44 tech. So let's get the metallurgy, which just makes things a little bit tougher, more defensive. I say we push this armored division forwards. Try for a little encirclement, I think. Of these two little divisions here. Very small scale. But there's nothing wrong with small scale. If we can capture both of those, that'll be a win. And it'll unhinge their entire southern defense. Because it's already looking a little bit unhinged. As I say, I just wish I had another 5 divisions down here. Another 5 divisions, we'd be able to push up even more. But I'm impressed with Ord. He's done very well so far. Spring mud clears. So, ooh. So we got another major victory there. Yakimi. Oh, we're about to lose that infantry division. Fuck. Oh, shit. River line. Yeah, rivers are our best friend. It's really disappointing. Is that 2 British infantry divisions? Oh, fuck. Shit. Well, that was fucking stupid, wasn't it? Oh, that's what happens when you have to bloody deal with 3 different fronts. You forget one. That is a real pain in the ass. Right, so we know where those infantry divisions that I'm building are going. They're going in the north. To handle that bullshit. Good, good. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to pin them. And it is literally just going to be a pin. Okay, April 12th. April 3rd, very quick. Now, you guys, April 5th, good. So we can close the trap by the 12th. Oh, we got another division. So they formed in Calcutta. Oh, and in Bangalore. Just when I say I want new divisions, what do I get? New divisions. Happy days. Right, so you're a fortress buster now. And is that Calcutta? It is indeed. And the 20th. Very good. I'm very happy with another couple of extra divisions. And it doesn't seem like they've got the strength to attack either. No. You most definitely are not breaking through. You can get fucked. And speaking of that, you guys are meant to be providing air cover. Provide bloody air cover. Thank you. Okay, so self-propelled AA. Okay, and prototypes. Very good. This is all relatively good. Just debating at which point I should probably... Oh, we're being attacked. You might well have realised that maybe what we're trying to do here. But that TIE Infantry Division is not going to perform well. They haven't moved back yet. Still no movement. I guess to the AI it just looks like it's, you know, a one-prong attack. Hold him in place. Ah, the Women's Timber Corps. We will definitely do that, and we'll receive those Liberator aircraft. So the Indians want independence, which is, you know, fair enough. So I think this will start the chain of events that leads to that. As long as we get them as a puppet, I don't really care. Just want to do this encirclement by the end of the episode. Whichever one's quicker is the one that I'm going to use. The division just cracked there. If that's the auto. You need to help in order. That's where it matters. These buffs the Germans seem to be getting seem to be a little bit ridiculous if they're able to push through. Is that mountains? No, it's hills. Even still, hills and fortified. Really? Seriously. Come on, game. This battle's a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Still haven't captured the port though. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I'm just determined to complete this encirclement, really. Capturing 2 divisions is always better than capturing no divisions. And once I've moved the 6th Indian Division up, it'll do the job. Monumental Architecture is at 1944 levels. And to be honest, I'm going to call it an episode here. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hopefully I can win this battle at Orta, because it don't seem to be going well. Rather frustratingly. When it should be going absolutely fine. But the game's just being a bit retarded. With its damage calcs, obviously. So thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks again. Bye-bye.